Hello, good day once again, gentle folks. Thank you for joining me for another video for your La Liga betting tips and the predictions. I hope you've had a wonderful previous weeks. And so for this here week, we're going to start on Friday and we're going to jump straight into it. And we're going to start with Elche versus Celta de Vigo. And for Elche versus Celta de Vigo now, my predictions for this game is that I'm expecting here this one to be a draw. And I'm expecting both teams to score as well. So in terms of my predicted score lines, and I want to draw here. And so therefore I wouldn't have a bet on the handicap system based on my predicted score line, yeah? And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you a couple double chances here. So we're going to have here draw and under 4.5 goals in total. So that's really nice. You have what, $3.25 of that. Yeah, so that's really lovely, yeah? Anyways, let's recap the predictions for Elche versus Celta de Vigo. For Elche versus Celta de Vigo, I'm expecting this game to end in a draw. Also, I'm expecting both teams to score. And in terms of the scoreline, I'm saying a 1-all draw here, and that's $6.50 if that does happen. In terms of a double chance, you could go with a combination bet, which they only want to call it. You go with a draw and under 4.5 goals in total for the game, and that's $3.25 at the moment, yeah? So, those are my predictions for Elche versus Celta de Vigo, and now we're going to move on to Valencia versus Cadiz. And for the Valencia versus Cadiz, I'm expecting here Valencia to take care of business. Valencia being here at home, I'm expecting Valencia to win. So Valencia to win for me, and both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here Valencia wins this one 2-0. In terms of the handicap system, if I were to take a bet on the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Valencia to win this game by a goal at $2.60 for them doing so. Alright, so recapping predictions for Valencia versus Cadiz, I'm expecting Valencia to win at $1.57. I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying 2-0 in favor of Valencia. And in terms of the handicap system, I'd also go ahead and take Valencia to win this one by a goal. Alright, that's $2.60. Yes, and let's move right along into our next game. And our next game will be Villarreal versus Real Madrid. So Villarreal versus Real Madrid. And for this game now, this one should be another interesting matchup. Real Madrid seems to be sleeping a bit. So let's see if they wake up. Villarreal have a new coaching staff. Let's see how much they get out of the squad now. And so therefore for this game, I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a draw. But Real Madrid is heavily favored here. But I wouldn't be surprised if this game ends in a draw. So I'm taking a draw here for Real Madrid and Villarreal. Game should end in a draw. Both teams to score. In terms of the predicted scoreline, I'm saying here we should have a 1-all draw. And so again, I'm going to pull up this double chance here, where we say no, here it is, no, draw or here, yes, draw and under 4.5, yes. So recapping predictions for Villarreal versus Real Madrid, I'm expecting this game to end in a draw. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of the predicted scoreline, I'm saying we should have a 1-all draw. In terms of a double chance or a combination bet, I'm going with draw and under 4.5 goals in total in this game. Alright, so those are my predictions for Villarreal versus Real Madrid, and now we're going to move on to our next game, which is Mallorca versus Real Valladolid. Alright, and so for this game now, I'm expecting here both teams challenge each other, but I'm going to give Mallorca the win here. I wouldn't be surprised if, as I said, both teams challenge each other, but I'm going to give Mallorca the win. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of another double chance bet, I go ahead and say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying 2-1 in favor of Mallorca. In terms of the handicap system, if I were to take a bet on the handicap system now, folks, it's a three-way handicap system. We go with Mallorca to win by a goal. Based on my predicted scoreline, we're going to have to take a draw here, alright? Also, there are other options here where we could go with either team to win and on the 3.5 goals. Yes. So those are really lovely odds. So you can take that option as well, and think that's a possibility here. Yeah. So recapping predictions for Mallorca versus Real Valladolid. I'm expecting Mallorca to win. I'm expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of a double chance, I'd say either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me 2-1 in favor of Mallorca. And on the handicap system 3-way, the basis being Mallorca winning by a goal. But based on our predicted scoreline, I'm going to have to take a draw here, and $3.40. Another double chance bet here that you could take is either team to win and under 3.5 goals in total for the game. Yeah, so those are my predictions for Mallorca versus Real Valladolid, and now we're going to move on to our next game, and our next game will be Espanyol versus Girona. And for Espanyol versus Girona, you know, we're expecting I'm expecting Espanyol to take care of business, but I wouldn't be surprised if it ends in a draw. So Espanyol to win. And for me, both teams not to score. No, that's the wrong option. Both teams not to score, I should say. And in terms of another double chance, you go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying Espanyol wins this 1-0. In terms of combination bet, double chances, I would go with either team to win and on the 3.5. Alright, so on the handicap system, based on my predicted scoreline, if I were to take a bet on it, you'd have to go with Espanyol to win by a goal, but I'm gonna have to take a draw. Alright, because if they do win 1-0, that would be a draw on the handicap system. Alright, so therefore, recapping predictions now for Espanyol versus Girona. I'm expecting Espanyol to win here at $2.20. I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 1-0 in favor of Espanyol, I do believe. And in terms of another double chance, I'll go with either team to win and under 3.5 goals in total for this game. In terms of the handicap system, based on my predicted scoreline, we're going to have to take a draw. And remember, we're using the 3-way handicap system here. And so therefore that would be see us this option here is $3.80 if we do take it at the present moment. And so therefore, folks, remember to take your notes while I'm giving you these predictions, and remember to also subscribe to the channel and ensure that you click the notification bell and spread the word about the channel too as well. Yeah, so now we're going to move on over to our next games, and these games are on Sunday, and the first one up is Almeria versus Real Sociedad. And for Almeria versus Real Sociedad, now this one is going to be another interesting one, I do believe. I don't think it's going to be very easy for Real Sociedad here going to Almeria. And I'm going to, for starters, I'm going to say I'm going to expect both teams to score. And in terms of a double chance, I go with either to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline, now this is where it gets interesting, and so therefore I'm going to go with Almeria to win this 1-1, as I do believe that they're going to upset Real Sociedad, but let's see how the game ends. Yeah, in terms of another double chance bet, I would go with either team to win and under 3.5. In terms of combination bet, yes, no, not combination, in terms of the handicap system, I should say, if you should look at Almeria to win by a goal, based on our predicted scoreline, we're going to have to go with a draw. Yeah, so recapping predictions for Almeria versus Real Sociedad, I'm expecting both teams to score here. And in terms of a combination bet, a double chance, either team to win and both to score, yes, $2.90 for that. Predicted scoreline 2-1 in favor of Almeria. And in terms of another chance, I'm saying either team to win and under 3.5 goals in total, $1.75. On the handicap system, I'm taking a draw on the 3-way handicap system. Yeah, based on my predicted scoreline, and that's $5.25 at the moment if you go ahead and take that bet before the odds change. Yeah, all right then, folks, let's move on to our next game, and the next game will be Rayo Vallecano versus Real Betis. And for Rayo Vallecano versus Real Betis, now I'm going to take Rayo to win here. I'm going to say both teams to score as well. In terms of the double chance, you go with the obvious, either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here, Rayo wins this one 2-1. Alright, and in terms of double chance, another double chance, if you want one, I'm gonna go with the usual here, which is either team to win and under 4.5. Yeah, handicap system, Raya to win by a goal but won't have to take a draw. Yeah, so recapping predictions for Rayo Vallecano versus Real Betis. I'm expecting Rayo Vallecano to win in 2020. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both to score. Predicted scoreline 2-1 in favor of Rayo for me. And also another double chance here, either team to win and under 4.5 goals in total in the game. On the handicap system, I'm going ahead and I'm taking a draw based on my predicted scoreline. Right. So that's how the cookie crumbles for Rayo Vallecano versus Real Betis. And now we're going to move on to Sevilla versus Getafe. And for Sevilla versus Getafe, this is going to be another interesting one, I do believe. I'm going to give Sevilla the win here, expecting Sevilla to shape themselves up. They're good enough to do so, and I expect them to pick up the slack starting now. Then so Sevilla to win, both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, I go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for him saying Sevilla wins this one 2-0. In terms of double chance, I'll go ahead and I'll take either team to win and both and total goals under 3.5 rather. In terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go ahead and take Sevilla to win this one by a goal. Alright, so recapping predictions for Sevilla versus Getafe. I'm expecting Sevilla to win here, and I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of a double chance, I'll go with either team to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline for me, I'm saying here 2-0 in favor of Sevilla. And another double chance bet. You have either team to win and under 3.5 goals in total in this game. Yeah. And in terms of the handicap system, I'll go ahead and I'll take Sevilla to win this one by a goal. And that is $3.25 at the moment here on Betway. Yeah, if you should come along and take the bet before the game week starts. Yeah. Alright then, so now we're gonna move on to the next game, and the next game will be Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. Now this should be an interesting one. This should be an interesting one. Yeah, it should be a humdinger. Yeah, these battles usually are over the recent years. So another Madrid club against the Catalonians. Let's see how this one goes, but I believe this is going to end in a draw. Yes, I believe it's going to end in a draw. Both teams to score, and I think it's going to end in a 1-1 draw, to be honest with you. It's not 1-1, it's 2-2, but I think it's going to draw. I have it as being a draw game, and so therefore if I should take here, I'm going to say alright then, draw and under 4.5 goals. In terms of handicap system, not going to have anything on that. Yeah. So recapping predictions for Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona. I'm expecting this game to end in a draw. Expecting both teams to score as well. In terms of scoreline, I'm saying 1-1. Otherwise, I think it might be 2-2, but I'm going with 1-1 here. And in terms of double chance bet, I'll go with a draw and under 4.5 goals in total in this game. Alright. So those are my predictions for Atletico Madrid versus Barcelona, and now we're going to skedaddle on over to our next game, and the next game will be Atletico Bilbao versus Osasuna, and this is the final game for this game week. And so for this game now, I'm going to take Atletico to handle business here, but it's not going to be easy against Osasuna too. Not going to be easy. It's going to be a tough matchup, I do believe, and I'm expecting to be very low scoring. Who goals the most? And so therefore I'm going to say here either team to win and both not to score. I'm giving Atletico Club the win 1-0. In terms of another double chance bet, I'd go with either team to win and both and total goals under 3.5. And the system, if I were to take a bet on that, sorry about that, over scroll just now, Bilbao to win by a goal, but we're gonna have to take a draw based on our predicted scoreline. Yeah. So recapping predictions for Athletic Bilbao versus Osasuna. I'm expecting Athletic Bilbao to win this one. I'm expecting both teams not to score. In terms of double chance, I'll go with either to win and both not to score. Predicted scoreline 1-0 in favor of Athletic Bilbao. And in terms of another double chance, I'll go with either team to win and under 3.5 goals in total in this game. And in terms of the handicap system, I'm going to go with a draw. Yeah. So those are my predictions for Athletic Bilbao versus Osasuna, and that's how the cookie crumbles for this week here on your La Liga betting tips and predictions for the upcoming game week. I hope you enjoyed the video. Ensure you're taking notes, and remember, folks, whenever you're making the betting slips, don't put no more than 3 or 5 predictions per slip, and that way you stand a greater chance of winning. Yeah. Right. So thank you for your time, and happy betting, and enjoy your weekend. Thanks.